Hello, everyone, and welcome to another horrific review. Dan and I are back as we take a look at the final episodes of Wellington Paranormal. Sergeant Maaka and Officers Minogue and O'Leary are members of the Wellington, New Zealand Police. Their job is to investigate paranormal phenomena. It's strange being at the end of this.
Oh, but sad about it, and then yeah. God, we've been doing this one for about a year.
Yeah, it's amazing when you're doing it every couple of weeks and fitting it in and everything else. It just feels like like part of your life,
Yeah, definitely, and it's a bit of a shame they had money constraints, so they had to cancel, which is quite sad.
That's a shame because season 4, to me, in my opinion, don't know if you agree or not, has been their strongest season.
Oh, it has, without a doubt, because everyone's just come together and gelled together, and it's these two were a bit different. I think they must have found out during these last 2 episodes, I think, that that was it.
Yeah,
I kind of get that impression.
No, it's a bit of a shame. Yeah, because we even get the Minogue making a joke, like in the top of that. So this could be the final episode or something, or the end of the series.
Is it the finale? Is it the finale? Is it
no?
Really?
It was one. It's this one. Who the hell? He makes the reference here.
Yeah, but that's what he says. He goes, he was like, "Is this the finale, guys? Is this the finale?" And it's like, "Oh no, they've just been told." Yeah. Oh, anyway.
I like the cover.
Hello, Chris.
Is a cop having lunch with Satan? Not quite.
Not quite.
But Satan is involved.
Yeah.
That's the thing. O'Leary really does it. The deadpan humor in this is brilliant.
Oh, especially in these last 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to go out in the high. That's at least we can say this, that they didn't just go, well, we're getting cancelled, who cares anymore. I think they wanted to finish it off properly, in a good note.
Yeah. And they did. It did. Yeah. It's a shame. But never mind. Yeah. I wonder if they've gone on to do bigger, better things. We'll see. Although
they're both stand-up comedians.
Well, they are. They
are. I don't know what that looks like. I haven't seen any of their shows.
Yeah. No, neither. I was just so that'll be interesting. But these last 2, they were good. Yeah.
So we'll start off obviously with Sergeant back in his map, and he's been pinpointing everything.
Yes. He's good like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, God.
But I think he's inadvertently discovered the answer to New Zealand's internet problem.
Oh,
I think all your internet towers are in the other realm and not in your one, and they keep installing, they keep phasing in the other realms, and that's why you have problems.
Yeah.
I think he
without a doubt. Yeah. Not only are we time travelers, but we're also, got many different realms.
Yep. So in the other dimension, this is all perfect signal and no problem.
Yeah.
Every stream is golden. It's just in this earthly realm where we're having trouble.
Yes, I think you've nailed it there. Yeah, that's what's going on with our internet servers. Mind you, apparently Australia's worse. Can you believe it? Yeah.
It's odd. Especially because you are in close proximity to Singapore, aren't you?
I think we're on the same side.
I think it's closer to Australia than New Zealand, but I'm just using this example. Singapore is like one of the hotbeds of the world, like finance and trading and stuff, and they have all their stuff together. So you'd think you'd be bouncing off that. It's not like you're completely isolated. You're part of the sort of Oriental, Far Eastern,
Australasia. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you would think that, but no, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. But apparently Australia's worse because they just used old wires and old technology to get their internet going.
I just didn't
Yes, they didn't put new ones in. They just used the old ones.
No, that was honestly, fiber optic cable was a game changer, and that was obviously a thing in the 90s. You know, once that became available, like night and day.
Yeah, exactly.
Like even here, there's still a scheme where any of the old copper wires are being replaced. Like,
really?
I don't think there's very many places left in the country that uses copper wire for the telephone
I don't
network.
think we do either. No, I don't think so. We don't. I don't think we either. We've got ultra fiber or whatever you call it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes, fiber optic cable. You know, it's just for communications and the amount of data you can process down there. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Parker's really going for it in this episode.
Yes, isn't he?
The 2 episodes actually, you know, he really
he comes out of his shell. Yeah. Giving him attention for the last 2 episodes. Yeah, funny.
I just love the fact that he's going to Maaka. It's like, I want you to use me, you know, and just really let on thick.
Oh, yeah. I think he's got a man crush. He's got a man crush. Ew. Poor Sergeant Maaka.
That's it. Do you know you have like creepy persons, sort of? I know that a few of them in life have sort of staring at you and stuff, you know, giving you the eyes. And there's one currently, and I turn around,
oh my god!
And I'm just like, what do you want? You're like,
yeah.
I just waiting for the butcher's knife to appear. You know, it's that sort of thing.
Oh,
if I can't have you, no one will. You know, it's like, just rapidly fixated.
Oh my god! You got a stalker. Oh no.
I'm not the only one, so it's all right. That has issues. People like, oh god.
Yeah.
Parker's one of them that it's okay watching him from a distance, but you just know he's that type that makes you uncomfortable. You're just like, you can feel his eyeballs on you.
Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah, he's
But they decide that he's getting a partner this time.
Yes, wow, that was a good move.
That was they're basically they're doing the Dirty Harry thing. Don't you ever watch those movies?
Oh, I have watched those movies.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood. They're sort of taking the mick out of Dirty Harry, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah,
it was Parker.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, I didn't see the parallels. Right. Yeah.
I've told you I watch far too many movies.
Oh, I know.
They're all rattled about in here, and it's like that's why there's no room for anything else.
I don't know how you managed to remember. I mean, you probably don't because there's so many.
You see me trying to talk off the cuff about character names and people in movies, and I get confused. And there's times I'll confuse a plot with another one because it's similar. And
you
get me talking about a movie like 10 years ago or something. I go, oh yeah, that's it. And then I'm talking about a completely different movie because it's very similar.
Yeah. But yeah, I heard you talking about that actually the other day, and yeah, you're quite right. There's a lot of cut and paste like that. So it's like you're watching a movie and you go, didn't I watch that one like last year? And because it's got the same plot and it's got the same storyline, and it's just yeah, I suppose.
So it's like any movies now in the last
honestly,
5 years,
I'm yeah. Well, you know, there hasn't been anything extraordinary coming out, you know, so
yeah, just bland better reboots or copy and paste and just nothing to
nothing I would pay $50 to go and watch at the theatre. No. Maybe How to Train a Dragon.
That's a remake of
I'd love to watch that one.
That's a remake of
it's actually
original? Or is it a sequel?
Yeah, because it's a remake, but they're using humans this time as opposed to the
using humans for CGI, so it may as well be animated. You know what I mean?
I know, right? But I love Toothless. I want to watch him in 3D. People have their little quirks, but yes, it's another remake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bloody hell. Don't get me started. Good thing, and I'll get you started.
Yeah, that's it. This will be a 5-hour review, and we'll forget about talking about the episodes. It'll just be
Yeah.
But we'll have there's sort of like two storylines going on here, obviously, because
yes,
we've got Minogue and O'Leary doing their stuff. They've got Parker with his new partner, and all these things. But we'll have the greatest debate ever, and it'd be interesting to know what your side of it is.
8 hours is not a freaking nap.
What?
It's not.
If you're
on top of the covers, no.
Or if you're on the sofa, because I've done that.
8 hours is not a nap.
I did that yesterday. Actually, I did about 5 hours, and then got up, and I'm like, oh dear. And then it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so like, well, I'm not going to sleep again for a minute. I'll better do stuff. And then I had to be up for like 7. I'm like, oh right, okay.
Oh my goodness. Yes, no, I do. No, I don't agree with Minogue. No, and that is not.
But you have to properly commit. To go to sleep, you have to properly commit. It's not a like a casual thing. You have to go to the covers. No, doesn't count otherwise.
It doesn't matter whether it's on the bed or in the bed. If it's 8 hours, that's a whole sleep.
So when's the line crossed then? When do we cross the line from nap to sleep?
2 hours. 2 hours. What do you think siestas are? They're 2-hour naps. Yeah. Okay. So that's right. Yeah. 2 hours is a nap.
So if you do 2.5 hours, that counts as a sleep then?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Where does the line cross? That's the same. I have to have metrics here. If we're going by time.
No. You 2.5 hours is asleep. I have to stick to my guns.
Right. Okay.
Or I look like an idiot. Oh, Minogue.
There's nothing but intelligence conversations in this channel. We cover all the hardest, harshest, most controversial subjects ever.
Absolutely, yes. Controversial channel of the century. Yep.
I love the way Minogue's committed. They could have just kept him the bumbling idiot throughout this whole series. That's what they started him off as. But his character has progressed. That he's a bit of a cheeky chappy. He's got his own way about him.
Flavor, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. He does. He's a special one, old Minogue. He has some surprises, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. He has some surprises in his pocket. Yep.
I think actually when they dropped that, that he's the bumbling idiot, O'Leary's the smart one, blah blah. She's going to save the day. When they got rid of that dynamic, it just made them both idiots in their own ways. That's what it became comedy. But also, one didn't denigrate the other. They brought their own stuff to the table, and they had their moments to shine as well as look foolish. And I think that's what sold this to me. In the later episodes, later seasons.
Oh, without a doubt. The way the chemistry between them is amazing, and I think you're right when they decided that they're both going to be bumbling idiots as opposed to just making, O'Leary the tough nut and Minogue the idiot. Well, it's good that we both get to see both of them being both things, both intelligent at times. Like there've been instances when Minogue is just like, what? Where did that come from? Because it's just like, whoa, I didn't know you were that intelligent, It's just so surprising.
Well, the fact that nothing phases him is sort of a special power, so that these things, it doesn't faze him in the slightest.
No, that's right. Yes. Important.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just I like that with the didn't stick to the norm. It reminds me of back in the day. I know I'm showing the age, but Laurel and Hardy. Do you ever remember the one?
Oh, right, yes.
One of their most famous scenes is they're on the construction thing and they're having their tea break. And Stan decides, Ollie is looking away and Stan decides to keep adding sugar to his tea as a joke.
Yeah.
And he's all like, and then Ollie picks it up and then puts a couple of extra sugars in it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Yes, where both have their,
Laurel and Hardy. Yeah.
Something simple like that. It's both characters are fools, that's the whole joke, but they're not always it's not always one denigrating the other.
Yes. Because that would have got really boring quick. Yeah. Because too predictable. Yeah. Whereas these two are actually quite unpredictable, which is quite good. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's half
predictable, but yeah.
That's half the battle. Plus also it's not just these two, the fact that Maaka isn't just this Sarge, like he's a maniac, in his own right.
Yeah.
And and then obviously not overusing Parker. I think we've talked about that before. That's always a good one. But when they use Parker, they use him well, and it's great.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
But I'm sorry. If that's your armed response team in New Zealand, you're in trouble. Like,
yeah, no, aren't we just
all in the black kit, and you're like, uh-oh. There's a term, all the gear and no idea, and you're like,
yeah, exactly.
I don't think the bad guys have anything to worry about.
Yeah, no, they don't. No, you can do it. Yeah, right. Not a very good portrayal of our armed defender squad, but I have seen them in action a couple of times at neighbours' houses. Yeah, they're a bit scary. Yeah, but
your neighbourhood's a bit scary if that's happened like a couple of times.
Yeah, not in this house. The last house I was at, oh my God, my neighbour was crazy. Like literally.
Oh, is it just the one neighbour?
Just one neighbour. Well, sort of like 6 dogs and armed defender squad. Somebody went past and blew his car up for 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God! Somebody set my letterbox on fire, thinking it was his. Then I had the armed defender squad come over my fence to go, "It does blah 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 live here," and I'm like, "No, he's next door." They're like, "Get back in the house! Don't come out!" I'm like, "Oh my God!"
I wasn't going to until you knocked.
It was, I know. And then they pepper sprayed the dogs, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what?" What a mess. And he wasn't even home. I said to them, he's at work, but they still raided the place. Fucking Muppets. I said, here, I've got him on the phone. I already told them, but they went and broke in anyway and pepper sprayed the dogs and everything.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, Jesus, I've got him on the phone. He's at work. Anyway, they are Muppets.
What was one? Sorry. Talking of pepper spray, I saw one with the police over here. There's a few people kicking off. The police officer officer I think is not the right term. The police muppet starts pepper spraying and gets his own. I shared it my page. Misses the people at Terry, gets his own people, and they're all like, Oh, the other one's my absolute favourite is all these 4'0" girls in police uniform trying to knock down a door with the sledgehammer. They're like, think. And someone's just going, yeah, police force, there's no force in you.
Oh, I saw that!
I just like, oh my God.
There was that guy next door doing the running commentary. What sort of police force are you? Look at the police trying to break in. Hey, do you want me to break in for you? Just smash the window. You fucking dumbasses. Oh.
Best one's actually recently they're back home. This guy, during the disturbances, he's in a mobility scooter. And somehow he got a Roman Centurion helmet.
Oh my!
Sticks on the Roman Centurion helmet and charges the Land Rovers, and they actually move back as he's like, ah!
Oh my
god! And you're just like, what the hell?
Oh my god! Some people, what's wrong with people? It's just insane.
He just said, this is my time. You know what I mean? He's opened his wardrobe. I wish he just had the full outfit. That would have been better. But like a proper Roman Centurion helmet. I don't know what was possible. I made it proper with a plume and everything. You're like, I'm going to battle, clunk. My name is Maximus Basilius. You know, father of murder, blah blah blah.
That's insane! Oh my god! Oh, I love it when people capture that stuff on camera. Honestly, it's so good.
That's the thing now, because cameras everywhere, you can catch more, and that's what this documentary's doing. You know what I mean? This is even before people with phones, like a film crew going about capturing everything.
Yes. Yep.
I think that's sort of the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, crazy.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Yeah. The world.
But I love the way
at least we can have a laugh.
Yeah,
sorry.
You have to. You have two choices in life. You can laugh or cry.
Exactly.
And you can just laugh at the insanity of it all, or you can just break.
Go home and cry. Yeah, break. Climb under your covers and cry.
For a sleep.
For a nap.
It might be a running theme during this episode, folks.
Yes, it might be. I might have to Google it. Get the scientific terminology for it.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No, yeah, it was a good thing with them the map, and I love the way they was doing the pentagram and stuff. It's here.
Yeah, that was really clever. That was really well done. I liked it.
Why can't big movies do CGI graphics that well? How does this dopey wee TV show?
Yeah.
Let's be honest, not as many people know about.
Nope.
Do it so well.
Underrated. Yep.
It doesn't make sense.
It comes down to skill, not money, and how much money you can spend. You can spend millions on CGI and it looks like crap. That's because the person that's putting it all together, it's crap. So the film's crap because the CGI is crap. So, you don't need millions of dollars to make CGI look good. I mean, look. I mean, was it this one where they're all floating in the air and the Rockman and oh no, that was the last one.
No, it's the next one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, even those, this what the show has really done is shown us that on such a tight New Zealand budget, you can make just phenomenal little episodes, and it's awesome. But yeah, $500 million for a film to flop. And then you get these little gems cheap. It does. It looks cheap and nasty.
Yeah.
Not in this instance. No, they put a lot of work into this.
And there's the little things that do. That's one thing I think we've both talked about throughout this whole series, that make the little details, like when they're doing the map, it looks good. When they do the start floating or whatever, it looks good, or something in the background that make it look really fantastic, to put the effort in. Little details. Yeah,
that's right.
It just shows people a care, and I do appreciate it. And this is now in the category of older TV show. I know it's not like old, but still it's finished. It's 6 years ago or something. You know what I mean? It's I think it'll stand up better though. It's the same as what we do in the Shadows. That's been going for years, but it still stands up when we watch it, and that's because it's the same creative team with the same creative mindset that they do these things.
That's right, and they're both so underrated films. They are series. That's so underrated, you know. Oh well, we're bringing them back into the zeitgeist.
Yeah, that's it. If you haven't checked these out, you have to. Honestly, it's worth it. If you like comedy horror and you like quirky stuff and the whole mockumentary thing, just taking up to 11. You know, that's what these, and they're not carbon copies of each other. I think we've made that point.
Nah,
both got their own flavor.
Yep, and they're both binge worthy. They really are binge worthy. Yep.
But I have to say, it's just O'Leary got out of the car when they're doing the chase because, that erotic dragon stuff.
Oh, fucking crying out loud. That idiots. Sakes. Did you not go to school? God. Oh my
God. I think we've all done it. We've all got that one word and you just clicks in and you just can't get it out of your head. You know you've done that in the conversation and it's randomly popped in there and you're like, yeah, it's not leaving anytime soon.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah. No, it was funny. It was just ridiculous, as they always are. Ridiculously funny. Erotica. Jeez.
Yep, that's because this is the guy with the rock, you know what I mean? Because he lets go, he's floats off in the air, and then the guitar player.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That's a horrible, nasty one.
Yeah, but it figures we
play air guitar for the rest of your life.
Yeah. And his little groupies, you know what I mean? And he's like, this is not fun for me.
No. Oh, who'd want all those chicks hanging around go, oh my God.
Screeching.
Yeah. No. Screeching with their phones up to you and everything. Oh, no.
God. I like how it switches, though. The thing got back to Parker and Sainsbury, his new partner.
Yep.
And they've had about 3 raids now. Like, this is a police officer's career. This is like promotion to sergeant. This is like lieutenant, you know, run the department up this.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm bored. Because he just wants to be in the paranormal department. He doesn't care about actual
policing. Yeah. No, not at all. No, I keep forgetting he's a member of this the raid squad or whatever the hell you call them. Yeah. Parker. Bloody hell. He suits that part, but he's useless. How did he get in that squad anyway? Oh my God.
It's a bit like Naked Gun, isn't it? It's that sort of thing they're playing with as well. They're doing the Dirty Harry thing, but they're also doing the Naked Gun thing, which is also a play on it.
Of course.
But he's just like, I found all these drugs. I found this kidnapped man. Oh, I'm bored.
Yes, gosh, yeah. Like him in the evidence room. Trying to sell all the evidence. Yeah, he's got something going on up in his brain. He's up to something. Yeah.
Great. But I just love the way it's O'Leary just casually goes, oh, bloody Satan's back.
Yes. You remember Satan? Yes, that dude. That was good to see him back.
Yeah, with the flowers. Because he didn't get much when he first appeared in the shopping mall. He didn't get much of a chance.
No, he didn't.
I think we mentioned that was a bit of a waste of a character, you know, because he was only on for that was a Christmas special. Remember, it was like
that's right.
At once.
Yes. Yep, definitely. He and he's looks a little bit different. It looks like he's got a few more souls under his belt. Oh dear, they do him up really well. I think he looks really cool. Yeah.
I think they must have realized as well that the waste of that character could have been the entire Christmas episode.
Yes.
But by just making him a bit part and disappearing, it's
yes.
So everything that's going on is basically people going to a dubstep. I tried to listen to that.
Dubstep.
Yeah. Skrillex and all that kind of stuff. I listened to that at the start. And honestly, you get a couple of good songs and then everything else just sounds repetitive. It's the same.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
The baseball.
We've got some really good dubstep ones over here. dubstep bands, but they do it really, really well. They're not like Skrillex and all that, where they just repeat the same stuff over and over again, or the same melody or whatever. We have got some really good dubstep
I
ones
liked
over
his first
here.
album, but after that, it was like, God, he's nothing new.
Yeah, no, because then he started collabing with other people, which was
I
quite
saw
good.
him at Korn when he collabed with Korn.
Right, yep.
They did an album, The Path to Totality. It was all mixed with different dubstep artists and mixed with heavy metal and stuff.
Oh, that's weird.
That's my first time going like proper DJs. It's a bit weird because it's just not my scene.
No,
but it sort of worked.
That's cool. That's cool. Good experience.
That's I like music, but
yeah,
I like collabs and like mashups and different things. But I found with dubstep, it just got very repetitive, very like trance music in the 90s. It was just that sort of stuff.
Yep, techno. Yep. That's right. They find a genre or some new thing like dropping the bass, and then they overuse it and overuse it.
That's what they did with dubstep, wasn't it? They put it in everything.
That's it. They put it in everything.
Yeah,
exactly. And when it first came out, it was a phenomena. Just to drop the bass, it was just like. What such a simple thing to do that made a huge impact on the world of music, and then they just went and ran it to the ground. I don't know, but there's still
the music industry. They're worse. You think movies are bad? The flipping music industry, God, that's
dangerous.
Nah,
don't get me started.
No, but yeah, of course. Satan's a DJ in a dubstep club, and everyone's been going to this.
Oh, yeah.
And he's been granting their wishes for their soul.
Yeah, I know. What a great concept. That's funny.
I can't remember the guy with the rock was. He wanted He didn't want to get high. He wanted to lose weight or something.
I can't remember what he was
doing. But basically,
now.
he got his wish, and of course, Satan tricked him, so that's why he couldn't. He had no gravity, basically. So that's why he had to carry the rock around just to hold himself to the ground.
Yeah.
Obviously, the guitarist is an easy one. He wanted to be a greatest rock star, and got tricked.
Yeah, big time.
But then when Minogue meets Kelly, because she's driving because she's doing the erotic driving, in a delivery truck.
Yes, that's right. Oh no, it's Minogue that meets Kelly.
Yeah, because she's the one doing the erotic driving that he's chasing after her.
That's right. Yep.
No, he just called himself DJ Satan or something. It wasn't even he just had the flyers up for the club.
DJ Satan. Yeah. He could have had a better name than that.
Yeah, it was just I don't think that it wasn't about him actually being a DJ. He's just messing about and just someone to bring people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. To get more souls.
Yeah, when Minogue meets Kelly, she's no head. And everyone's just so casual about it. Like he takes her about to try and retrace her steps and find her head. Like, because that's what you do.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying about Minogue's character. Nothing faces him.
Yeah, no, not at all. No. Yeah. Any ordinary person would have just like fainted or something. Yeah, no, not them. And I think that was really well done. Like how they managed to have, I don't know, is it a person? Did they use the green screen to take the head off? Was it a dummy? I don't know, but it looked really good.
I think it must have been one of them, green masks.
Green masks. That's what I was thinking.
But they've also put stuff that make it look as if it's a dummy. They've
that's what I mean. Yeah, so it was quite hard to pinpoint what they did, but it looked brilliant. I thought that was really cool. Having a decapitated person walking around. Yeah. Poor young girl. Yeah, at least she gets her head back.
Yeah, but we found out the reason why. It was just hilarious.
Oh,
she wanted to drop 5 kilos. She wanted to drop 5 ugly kilos.
Yeah, so they take her ugly face.
And you're just like, oh, that's harsh.
Satan's a nasty one. Don't make deals with him, guys. Yeah. You might get an extra leg or something, or an extra arm coming out of your head, or fuck knows.
I couldn't remember that other character, the one that was at the club at the door. I couldn't remember where he was from. He's from a previous episode as well, but I just can't remember it off the top of my head. I forgot to look it up.
Which dude?
You know the dude at the entrance of the club, and he tried to get O'Leary to sign the contract?
Oh, no, we have seen him.
Yes,
because at first I thought he was Satan dressed up, and then I was like, yeah, no, maybe he was the doorman in another. Because remember they had an episode at a nightclub. I wonder if he was the doorman there. They might have used him again. Yeah, because he's very familiar.
I think he owns a club.
The owner, right?
Yeah, because he wasn't like a proper doorman. He just
no.
Yeah. But I love the way he pulls out the contract. The typical. That's
what I mean.
Yeah, sell your soul contract. And the O'Leary's like, nah, man, actually, I'll just go on in because I'm a police officer. And this is O'Leary's character of.
That's right.
Stickler by the book. She doesn't get phased either in her own way because she's on the job. Yeah. And her stoicism is what gives her side of the fence.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, she's she is a stickler for rules, and in the next one too, she does the same thing. So yeah.
But then it was what was it? She basically goes, has Satan up, and he's like, okay, put the normal lights on, and what was it? Yeah, we'll have a test of skills, or
yes,
we have to face each other. He tries to word it differently.
Yes, he does. Because obviously he's got something up his sleeve. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, O'Leary's having none of it.
No, she's not. She's good like that.
Yeah. I mean, we've got Maaka as well, starting to twig on because it's all like getting ready to all converge together, which is hilarious.
Yes.
But I love it. It's almost like Parker's trying to get Sainsbury killed, and they're like,
I know, right?
Just the two of them, because it just cuts to their scene again. They're back with another drug cartel taking them out.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. He's nuts. Well, I don't know why people would want to work with him in the first place, but yeah, no. It's like he manifests these people or his partners to die. It's like he's manifesting it, because he keeps, I don't know, he keeps saying, this is the perfect place for, one of my other partners who died. He did, So that storyline was quite cool. But it was sort of like, well, why didn't we get to see that? Why didn't we get to see all of Parker's partners dying? That sort of sucked. That we didn't through the whole thing. Yeah. And it's like a plot they put in there, but they didn't. It was to wrap up the whole thing, I think.
Yeah, I think it was to give Parker a proper story arc.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would have worked having it all the way through because it'd been too busy. Because, like I said, the good thing, in my opinion, the good thing about Parker, he wasn't overused.
Yes.
So when he is used, it has impact.
Yeah. That's true. But what I was thinking was when he made that comment, it would have been cool for us to have in our mind, oh, yeah, I remember that time he got blah, blah, blah blowing up, or, I remember
it just
that
sort of
time.
happened every time.
Yeah, that would have been like, so it's kind of like, I really feel that these last two ones were where they got the news it wasn't going to continue, because I think these two are a lot different than all the other episodes. They had to fill it up really fast. I think they had to put a lot of different stuff in there, and I think they needed to make. They wanted to bring Parker in for the last two ones, I guess. So it worked. Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah,
sad.
But then this is where it cuts back to O'Leary. basically she challenges Satan to a game because that's the rules, and decides again, everyone he chooses poker, and that's when they end up sitting at the table.
Yes. Yes. That was good. Because it's so true. And her poker face. She's got the best poker face. Definitely.
I still can't. I suppose we'll talk about that at the end. Like, the only time she's ever broken character in this series.
Yes, I know.
Such a random thing, but yeah. So instead of that, they're going to play Guess Who. But Satan has his own version, which is like who the hell. You just like
that's good.
And then it's just at this point where Minogue arrives with Kelly because they realize that she had a delivery.
Yes.
At the club, and that's how she ended up there.
Yes. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was cool. Different.
Yeah, but of course,
good way to bring them back together.
Satan tries with because they're meant to be yes no answers to
play,
and he tries to bluff it again.
Yeah, it was good.
Larry's having none of it. I just love the way it takes her one go.
Yeah. Yes. True that. Yeah, she's good. She obviously plays a lot of games with her mum.
Yeah, just her though. That's her attitude. Everything just by the book rules. Yep. Done.
Yep.
Yeah, well, Maaka just burst in because why not?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, and then the what do you call that fidget? The fidget thing.
No, that's next episode.
Is it? Yeah. Oh, yes, that's right, because they used it on the worm. Sorry, I thought they used it on Satan. No, that's right. No, they did something else with Satan. Yeah, that's right.
No, O'Leary beat him, so he had to go.
Yeah.
Get the souls back, so everyone went back to normal.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back to Parker finishing up, and he'd given Sainsbury a toffee twist, and I think we saw that one coming. Like he was going to put his pocket and catch the bullet.
Yes, that was a good twist. Yeah.
I would say this is on par with Parker in the evidence locker. You know, time he's in the evidence locker selling everything on eBay.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I mean before.
This is sort of similar to that, where Parker gets his own like random episode.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Which there weren't many. There weren't many actually, to be honest.
Which is, like I said, it's fine because I don't want them. He's not a character you want to use.
No, because it would wear thin. Yeah, after a while.
It's to give you a break from just O'Leary and Minogue. Give them a bit of breathing space in the episode, so there's something else there. Because watching that every week. Good.
Yeah, exactly. So they needed a couple of other side characters. So yeah, Parker's a good bet.
I like this episode. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a bit bonkers, funny. It was hilarious. Yeah. Great, and good to see Satan back again too. I like it when they bring back old characters. It's always refreshing. Yeah.
The only time we've done it once or twice, but the only other time they've done it was the aliens, the shape-shifting ones.
Yes, that's right. The shape-shifting aliens. Yes, the brothers.
This next one, or the last one, Time Cop. I really enjoyed it, but the ending just went, that was it. You'd think for a season finale, and if they knew this was it.
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Very abrupt.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I mean, I don't know. It was a good episode for its own right as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Maaka decides he's going to tackle the skateboard menace of Lower Hutt.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. people in Lower Hutt hate skateboarders, and I think it's just stupid. It's ridiculous. They complain. They go on an official notice board and blah, 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 blah. Now they've gone and built a brand new skate park, but they've gone and put rocks around the edges. So what happens if you skate up the ramp and you fall off? You're going to end up with a concussion or in hospital.
I love watching skateboarders get wiped out. I hate them. They annoy me.
Oh,
they're
my
dopey
God.
clothes and they're big, just good dude, bro. Like,
what a great way to get around. If you can skate on a skateboard, you've got skills, man.
People, like, I saw one today and you just skate, stop. Skate, stop. It's like,
oh, yeah, but you get some really... No, yeah, but you get some really good ones in Wellington, though. We have really good skateboarders in town, like in town. They're just like, yeah. But what is that? A motorbike? Was that a Ducati going past your window? It sounded like a Ducati.
Yeah, it sounds like when I'm off-roaders or something.
Oh, dear. Yeah, that was funny about the skateboarders because, they're the bane of everybody's existence in Lower Hutt.
Not as bad as I'm seeing grown adults going about in them dopey little scooters. And they're they can barely get one foot on, never mind both. So they're just, I don't know what they're doing. It's not as if you get enough momentum to go any distance. You're just going, just get on a bike or walk. I don't know.
I know. What happened to those segways? I mean, oh my God, nobody's got those anymore. Remember they were all the rage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they went nowhere fast.
My ex-stepson had one, and of course I had to go on it, and it's just like...
Oh my goodness.
It's only when you get the hang of it, but once again, to go any sort of distance, the battery doesn't... They're only meant for, like, cutting about the street and stuff. Like, the batteries were terrible.
Exactly. So, yeah. And these hoverboards. Oh, my goodness. Who the hell could get on a hoverboard? Jeepers. No. You have to be so onto it to know how to use one of those. But, yeah. Chasing after the skateboarders.
Yep. I just love the undercover cops. Like, people seeing that a mile off.
You can tell an undercover cop a mile away.
And they're messed about, and I don't know that there's something about this scene with the donut, whether in the car. Like that was extreme donutting.
That was those we get those around the corner here. Oh my God, they're delicious. Oh.
That looks like a heart attack waiting to happen. Like a couple of them things, and that's it.
You can't eat a whole one to yourself. They're too big. You have to half it. Man, God. Like, where the hell does she get her appetite if she can eat one of those?
Well, those who wanted the camera was like...
Yeah, I know. That was cool. Just put it up by the camera. Okay, cool. That was a good donut joke.
Yeah, but the fact is, they're spending that much time chasing down skateboarders at a bank robbery happens. He just gets away with it. That's.
I know. Yeah, like the whole police force is chasing after the kids on the skateboards while a major bloody burglary is going down. Okay,
handfuls of gravel.
You're meanie.
Skateboard stops, kid carries on, everybody wins.
Oh my goodness.
I despise them. And it's the same sort of people do the Parker as well, just have that look about them.
Yes.
They all talk the same and stuff, and I'm just like, nah, go away.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I've always had that stupid baggy clothes look. Just always. Like,
shocking, eh? Yeah. Especially when they wear them around their knees. Oh my God, it's just like, really? What are you trying to do? Why?
It's you get gangster, and they're wobbling because they can't move at any sort of speed. You're like, what are you trying to do?
oh my God, and their pants are so skinny that, oh my God, like, oh, I don't know. It's like they've bought kid pants and tried to pull them up.
Yeah, it just looks.
I think
Good
it's
luck to
shocking.
you. If that's your thing, you crack on with that out there,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm being grumpy old man on this one. It just looks
No, you're
ridiculous.
not. I think those baggy clothes, my children won't be seen dead at those. Not while they're living under my roof.
And the other thing I really despise, all my life, I know it's a bit of a tangent, but I hate baseball caps. I hate those things.
Oh, yeah.
I utterly despise them.
Oh,
And the only thing worse than a baseball cap is a backwards baseball cap.
Oh, yeah.
That's just like, no, you need to die. You need to fall off a cliff. Just end.
I don't know. I think a lot of men wear it to hide their bald heads. You know what I mean? Sometimes they like to pretend they're still 18, so they'll wear a cap.
Some of us don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but other ones, they do give a shit and they cover their heads, and it's like, oh, you idiot, just fucking take it off. Just shave your head and just take it off. Let go of the wisps. Let go of the wisps. Get rid of them.
Mine's worse. If I let this grow, it goes a gap.
Oh, yeah.
So it's right. Really super thick and bushy, like round here.
Wow.
It's like, but that's horrible. And
yeah,
this bit doesn't.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's like men have the sucky end of the stick with that, don't they? They start going bald in their 20s and stuff. I think that's just.
I was I had a ponytail when I was like 17.
Yeah.
16, 17, I grew my hair long, had a ponytail, and it shaved it off.
Yeah.
For work. So that was it. But I was like, I even started getting around the back of the head, like before it was 20.
Yes.
At that point, you're just like, you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. It's just something that sucks. It kind of sucks. I don't know. It sucks that men have to go through that, I think. I really do. Mind you, Benjamin's hair's like, oh my God, he looks like Jason Momoa. Seriously, his hair is so long and thick. My God, it's like, whoa. And so many men go up to him and go, how did you manage to keep your hair? And it's like, I don't know, just born like it. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, totally off topic, but yeah.
Yeah, there's no way to bring that back to this episode. Sorry, folks, that was just a complete tangent. Because
sorry. Yeah.
If you come here expecting like short reviews or not get off of one, then you're on the wrong channel. I think you've been here for a while. I think you were expecting this.
Yes. I was just giving my shout out, my heart out to you poor men out there that they have to go through that. It's not nice. It's not nice at all, because women don't have to worry about that.
No, just go. My thing is just go. Just
That's right.
You can't stop age. We all get older. That's just fact of life.
Yeah.
And you can fight against it tooth and nail and just deny yourself to them. You're just making yourself miserable. And or you can go with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can try and look after yourself. I mean, you can try and look after yourself too. It's all about balance, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Charlie's way at the moment. It's when I walk past, like, because I give up bread because I tried that apparently that's one of the worst things, does it. So like stopped with like bread rolls and croissants and stuff. Just that's gone now. So when I go past like a Subway or something, that's when I really feel it, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh, you got to have a balance.
Yeah, but you gotta get yourself down first before you can start looking at re-injury. You gotta go through the pain. You don't just abuse yourself for 4 years and then just think, oh well, if I go for something, I have to go for it. There's no in between.
Yeah,
that's kind of my personality.
All in or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're finding out something's happening with a skateboarder kid. The kid becomes like a grown adult, you know.
An old man, yeah. Yeah, that was a surprise.
Yeah, then we meet
I'm 15.
Yeah.
You're not 15, dude.
That was really cool, even the way they did that.
Yes, I thought so too.
It's just so quick, off the cuff, and yeah. A lot of comedy shows would rip the arse out a lot for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is just right. Okay, we get it. Fine, move on. There's the worm creature. What's happening?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, we don't need a big elaborate scene to explain it, or 20 minutes. Yeah.
But I just love the way they encounter a random portal in the middle of the street, and there's not even any hesitation this time.
No, not this time. No,
like the barbecue one, they hesitated a minute before O'Leary went through.
Oh, of course they did. Yeah. Not this time.
Like, do you know what? Nah, both.
Yeah.
And then I love the way they're involved in the camera crew more, and they're bringing the camera crew through to see it.
That was excellent. I love them when they do that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it would not have made sense without them there. So
yeah.
You know, I don't know, but they're definitely getting used to this paranormal stuff, aren't they? Especially since this is the last episode, you know, for them to just walk through it like that, and they're not even phased anymore. They're so used to just the paranormal side of everything, you know, and they've really embraced it, and they've really taken it on to the point where Parker wants to be one of them too, you know, and he's nope.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The last episode, he's had all these career making drugs busts and, you know, arrests and like any other police officer. That's their entire career, you know, sorted. They could never do another thing, and that's it. Their promotion bar is so high.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, we'll go play with them.
Yeah, he's cool.
I had a funny feeling when we see the young Sarge that they were going to do something. You know, you just knew something was going to happen.
Oh,
and Maaka had already primed us when he talked about because he was questioning himself becoming a police officer after the bank robbery.
Yes.
And he talks about his first time when he decided he was going to be a police officer when he was 9. You know, he stopped a mugging or something.
Yes. And then we get to see it. Wow, that's
so there again. There's a whole slapstick thing. There's the plank. You know, you've been primed for this is what's going to happen. So when they step through the portal, and they encounter young Maaka, they're talking to him, and then you see the robbery happening behind him. You're like,
yeah. No, very well done. And God, didn't he look like Maaka? Like he seriously. It's got to be his grandson. Honestly, there's no other way. That wasn't CGI.
And the same mannerisms and everything. Like they really got him down to pat.
I know. Oh, I'm going to have to look it up. I'm pretty sure he must be related. I mean, because he looked identical, like just a smaller version.
Yeah.
So,
but he had a child's voice, but he had all the mannerisms and everything of the character, which is brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was really well done. And he was so cute.
Yeah. I didn't I actually missed the fidget spinner and handing the relevance of handing the fidget spinner because I knew it was the 90s.
Yes.
And yeah, I forgot that the fidget spinner is like a recent thing, like 20 or 16 or something. Late
2015.
2015, round about then anyway.
Yep, it was 2015. Yeah, it was that. Yeah, it was around that year. Yeah, because I remember getting them for my kids, and it was like, oh my God, that's so cool, and then getting addicted myself. But yeah, that was a good setup for this. Because they weren't even around in the 90s, so.
But it goes to show as well, there's things. I think we focus on the technology. You know, we focus on the differences now as phones and the internet. You know, that's the thing. I think we forget that there's so much stuff that's changed, and you know the way even toys are made and things like that. But
yeah, everything. Oh my god.
Yeah, it would take a while to go through everything, but yeah, something like a fidget spinner, I never even thought of it.
Yeah, no.
They were the rage. They still sort of are. They're still about, and people still get them, so they haven't gone away.
I've still got them. Yeah, well, I use this when I'm on podcasts and stuff. But usually I'd use a fidget thing, or you know, they're really quite good. So I can I can go back and I can think of what was around when my 32-year-old was around.
Yep.
And then I think of what was around when my 20-year-old and then my 15-year-old.
I don't remember how to use
it.
Yeah, because when busting my hand up, I had to get this to get the movement back.
Good. Yeah. Well, these are stress balls. I suppose you could use that as one as well.
Yeah,
but yeah. So yeah, you're right. There's been a lot of changes in technology and stuff like that. So yeah, it's easy to kind of track what was around. But yeah, I like that twist on the fidget. God, I keep forgetting the bloody name. Fidget
spinner.
But that's it.
That's the electronic thing.
That's it tells you. Yep. Yeah. So
because you're not working hard enough.
Yeah, sitting on my butt too long and on the computer. Yeah, I like that. I like what happens with that toy. Yeah, with Maaka. I think that's cool.
Yep. And I just thought the significant moment was him missing the robbery that made him want to be a cop.
Yeah.
But when they step back through and the world has just completely changed, the paranormal runs roughshod over everything.
Zombies everywhere, and oh my god, that was super cool. What a great way to end, you know, the series with that. Yeah.
So basically, what they're saying is Sergeant Maaka isn't about, and
no,
they go back and finally find their car again, and someone on the radio that don't recognize, they're told to go back to base.
Yes.
Yes. Then we get the most terrifying thing that could be imagined in this series.
Yes. Which bit?
Sergeant Parker.
Oh.
Just the thought of it.
The Nazi bastard. Seriously. Oh my god. Yeah, he sucked. He sucks as a freaking sergeant, lieutenant, chief, whatever the hell. Yeah. Nah. Has somebody like that having in a place of power? No.
I'm a firm believer, especially being in the workplace so long, various things, that there's certain people should not have power.
No.
Honestly. Because they are bullies. They're egomaniacs. All they want to do is impose their will on others. Yeah,
that's right. I mean, I could run the country, but then I'd probably run it to the ground. You know, I'd implement a lot of illegal things and lots of stuff.
There's things I would implement. I've always said it. If I never ever, that's the reason I avoid politics, because if I got into it, I have one mission, and that's to get rid of every politician that exists, because I despise them. And I hate being in charge anyway. I can't be arsed with people's nonsense.
No, exactly.
Let's just get on with stuff. See people that whine and complain and just do everything to get out of just doing all this work. It's like, piss off.
Oh, God. Oh,
it's like even people come onto this, you know, not this particular channel, but I mean on the YouTube, and they don't actually put in effort, but just go, I want subscribers. Why are they making money? And you're like, or you see the worst thing's X. I see the authors. Nobody bought my book today. And you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing to inspire people to get it? I haven't written today. Right, shut up and get off the internet.
No.
Or don't and shut up. I mean,
or just shut up anyway.
Yeah, the thing is, shut the fuck up and stop whining.
Stop whining. Do something with your
I'm
life.
the worst person to be in charge because I have no tolerance. And it's even worse. In recent years, I have zero tolerance for people.
Yes, I've noticed that about you, actually. But that's okay.
Individually, if you're prove your worth, and if I see you've got an ethic to you that resonates with my own, behind you 100%.
Yeah.
But if I just think you're blagging it or you're just don't care or down it in, then I have no time.
Yeah. No, because it's a waste of your time.
Yeah.
Don't let people waste your time. Your time's valuable. Stuff them.
As people fill up the void with drama because they want attention, but also they just don't want to knuckle down and do some work. And it's like, just piss off. Just go away.
Oh, man. God, what a lazy world we live in. Oh, my God. It's just gone. There's no work ethic. People don't want to work anymore. Oh, my God.
The ones that even are in work don't want to do anything. They're
no. Oh, my goodness. Oh, anyway.
Oh, the storytelling after the stream's funny. You'll like this.
Yeah.
I've had a day of it. That's why the streamers there, folks, because I've had a day of it. But
yes, life
interfered. Stuff for YouTube's ears because it'll incriminate me.
Yeah. Yeah. You might have the offenders.
Let me just go. Fucking people. Ah.
Oh dear.
I shun Park because I don't understand people that chase Park. No, just back to the Parker's character, you know.
Yeah.
There's people that want to be in charge.
Oh, I know.
They need to be in charge.
It's their aim. It's their goal to do it. And it's like, why?
Do you know the problem with being in charge is? You get blamed if somebody else does something wrong.
Exactly.
And also, people who don't want to think, and that bugs the shit out of me, people who just don't want to think. Every dopey question they come to you with.
Oh my God.
Exactly. I didn't put my Velcro shoes on today, and there's these things called laces. Can you help me? You know, and you're like, oh, just get out of my face. Just go away.
Oh my God. No, oh my God. No. Oh,
that's what it feels like.
Oh, I know.
I have never wanted to be in charge. All I've wanted to be is know what my lane is, do the thing best I can, and just crack on.
Yeah.
It's
a weird
thing. Being chargeable, I don't understand it. Your head's broken if you do. If your whole reason is to tell others what to do or have people licking after you and serving you and stuff, it's like, just go away.
Oh, yeah. You've got to have a particular personality to be able to be in a leadership position. Definitely.
No, I'm not talking about being a leader. I mean, because you can cope with being a leader. Sometimes it's necessary, but I mean, the ones that actually want to be in charge, there's something wrong with their brain. Like it's
that's what I mean. Yeah,
if you want to run things, if you want to tell people what to do, then you're broken in the head. You're seriously,
that's what I mean. Hey, we're narcissist. Yep. He was. He would be a diabolical leader.
Yeah. So it turns out Maaka has never joined the police, never a police sergeant, doesn't exist in this the world they've come back to. And because he is not in the Wellington police force and he's not in the head of the paranormal division, the paranormal is run rampant through all of Wellington, not just Lower Hutt. Yeah, we got some references to Upper Hutt in this as well, which is the first time.
Yeah, which is the first time, which is really bizarre. It's like, I didn't click until then. Hey, this is the first time they even mentioned.
There's some Upper Hutt, Lower Hutt jokes, you know.
Yeah, there is.
It was like UK, North and South and stuff, which is...
Yes, exactly.
You don't have to understand it, but you just get the references. Like, you're not from our town, man. What are we up here for?
You're up here for get back down to the heart. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, they actually shot in there. They actually did shooting in the township of Upper Hutt. So that's quite cool that they included Upper Hutt in that for all the Upper Hutt
Maybe it was
fans.
all the Upper Hutt people complaining.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe
they're like, yeah, when are you going to ever come to Upper Hutt, guys? And yeah, there they are. The last show going to Upper Hutt.
Then they just slagged them off, which was funny as well.
Yeah,
so if that was like fan requests during the time of this, and then there you go, you got your mention.
There you go.
Yeah, they couldn't even use the taser properly for the last episode. You'd think for one episode they would have their moment and have a taser each and like shoot a zombie. Like professionally. I think that would have been cool.
Yeah, it would have been. But no. They will never know how to use the taser properly. No. And God, please don't give them guns. Oh, my goodness.
No, I saw Parker in the last episode. I was like, no, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, they decide they're going to track down Maaka. That's it. They have to find out what's happening.
Yeah.
Try to fix this.
Yeah.
So he's living in a mansion, but what's the martial arts gi all about?
Yeah, I didn't get it. I don't know. I don't know the reference.
He just cut about the gi. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Why was he walking around in a gi? It didn't make sense. It's just like, oh, maybe that's just what he wanted. Maybe he's a kung fu master now, or maybe, maybe he's gone on to do things like that. I think so. Obviously. Well, it was a white belt. Does that mean anything?
White belt's like the lowest.
The beginner?
Yeah, that's beginner. Yeah, white belt's
I would have thought he would have been wearing a black belt. So
maybe that's part of the joke.
Maybe it is. Yeah. So
I just don't get that. It's just such a run. I think it's making a joke about. You thought he would have been wearing a smoking jacket, I think.
But then they would have put him in a smoking jacket.
Maybe they couldn't get one.
I wonder if it's made a reference to somebody in particular, like Schwarzenegger or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't get it. As I said, it could be.
Yeah.
It's too specific to be unintentional.
It's too specific. It is. So yeah, I can't. I might have to look back over the plot and have a look because it's there's just something that kind of bugged me when I saw him in it. I was just like, well, are you going to do woo wah, and all those moves and that? But no, he didn't. So it was like, oh, okay.
No, okay. But it does turn out that when he was given, and that's what I mean, I missed that, the significance of it. But he was given the fidget spinner in the 90s. Yes. And he launched the fidget spinner
around
2.5 decades earlier than one.
Yes, I know, right? Oh my God! Did you see the mansion he was living in?
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's living in the mansion. He's met and once again, there's another reference. He's married to his childhood sweetheart.
Yes,
I missed the reference to that.
I did too. I knew there was something specific in that with her, but I couldn't get it. I went back like 20 seconds or something because I was like, what's going on here? There's got to be, but I couldn't get it.
It's like they're wrapping up storylines or things in the past, and there's one like blink and you miss it.
It is. Yeah, like the pictures of the Taniwha that was coming out at the end, all that sort of stuff. I think they were trying to do a quick wrap up. Because the Taniwha came out of the water and it took some of the zombies away and, some of the cryptids they'd killed off had come back. It was, I can think of a lot for this being the last final,
especially if it was dropped on them. If they thought in all seriousness they were getting another season,
they would have.
It was dropped on them that this was the end, and then they decided to rewrite the last two episodes that basically wrap it up, rather than what they planned.
Yeah. I think that's the case with this. I really do. I think they were told in these last two episodes that funding didn't come through. Yeah, didn't work. It said something about they had higher budget films that they had to look at as opposed to the lower budget one because it was such an underrated series that it didn't really take off because. But then, if you're putting something on at 11:30 at night, who the hell's going to be up to watch that?
At the end of the day, if they were going to put it on earlier, it would have to be toned down.
Yeah, but I mean, over
not that it was super graphic or anything, but still, it would.
No, but over here it's 8:30 is the adult time, so they could have put it on at 9:30 as opposed to 11:30. You know what I mean? It's still adult
TV.
time.
TV is horrendous.
Yeah, but that's all we had back then, right? We didn't have these streaming things. We did have streaming.
But TV is still. It always was an awful medium.
Yeah.
And the amount of guff to put money into just to keep content, and then anything good gets back. It's a tale as old as time. It's always happened through TV, and they're always rushing, and they never plan anything. It's always like off the cuff. That's what's annoying me now because the TV networks are trying to push their way into YouTube. They're trying to buy up.
Yes.
They're doing a whole thing where they're actually trying to buy up the algorithm, so their shows they're putting on this platform is the only thing it's shown.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then channel just get squeezed out and don't have a chance.
Yeah.
And it's going to destroy the platform because the fact YouTube's, they've handed YouTube a lot of money and YouTube's went, okay. People just going to switch off because that's not what people come to this platform for. People come for these type of conversations.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the platform. Yeah. If you want short form stuff, there's TikTok or Facebook, the shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
But this has always been this type of content.
That's right.
There's rarely that don't want. If people wanted to say studio produced, blah, 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 they just go watch TV. Or if you just want that 10-minute talk show that talks about nothing and just makes sound bites, you go watch TV. But they're all kind of, because nobody watches them anymore, because there's alternatives, they're trying to push them.
Better alternatives.
So I don't know. It's I've never been a fan of TV. That's why I very rarely watch stuff. And it's a handful of shows, which now include this one, is a handful of shows that I've actually watched and enjoyed. Most stuff I have time for.
Yeah. Yeah. No, most of it's hit and miss, really. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just funny that Maaka, without joining the police, and that what made him decide was he saw and decided I'm never going to be a police officer. You can kind of see it.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so sad. A world without Maaka. Oh my God. Yeah, and then they go and try and fix the problem, and oh my God, they caused another problem. A butterfly effect.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. Hey. Yeah. You fix one thing and you break something else.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're trying the rollerblades for, but I've done them. They're terrible. Inline skates.
They were a 90s thing. Yeah.
You need to buy them. I didn't realize at the time you have to buy them a size smaller than your shoes.
Oh, right.
It's like ice skates.
Yeah.
You can't buy the same size. So, of course, I bought a pair same size. And when I get stuff, I don't try to, I get a fad and try something. And then it's like months later, so I didn't get the return of it. And obviously, I'm waddling about. And it's the most tragic ever, me trying those things. I'm just holding on the wheels.
Oh, God.
Because I couldn't get any traction whatsoever to move because I bought the normal size. Oh my God.
Oh, no.
I used to be able to ice skate pretty well.
I
used to be able to ice skate pretty well.
Oh, wow. That's cool. We've got an ice skate rink here. I've never done it. But I've tried rollerblading, but I fell on my ass, so I took them off. I'll never try again.
Yeah, it's one of them things. You have to.
I was a roller skate girl. Roller skates, yeah.
Problem with roller skates, it's the same as a skateboard. Little tiny stone when you're. Because we used to have there's this hill near where I lived, and that's what we did was the board, the rollerblade roller skates and the skateboard, and also you went down and just a tiny stone. That was it. You're.
Oh God.
Right down.
Yeah, it's not good.
But yeah, they take care of the worm thing that caused the whole issue.
With a fidget.
Yep. And then it just ended.
And then it just ended with some winks and stuff at the camera, and that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Just finished.
Abrupt ending.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, is that it?
That was a very abrupt ending. Yeah. Sad. Yeah. I would have expected a lot more. But like I said, obviously they've just been told and they haven't had time, So, oh, God.
It'd be interesting to compare this to the last season of What We Do in the Shadows, because they knew it was the last season.
Yes.
Where these guys, it's pretty much they're told that's it, you're not getting any more.
Yep.
At the end. Like,
yep.
All right, okay. And that's, once again, that's the problem with TV. These things air as they film them. So they're maybe in episode 4, but episode 1 starts to air and then the clock's against them. They have to keep going, which...
That's right.
There's like a movie. Filming the whole thing, putting into post-production. TV series aren't like that. They're busy off the cuff there and then. And
yeah. Yes, it was a sad ending. Unfortunately, just something could have happened. A bloody spacecraft could have come down and beamed them all up. You know what I mean? But
something to say goodbye. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Something to, because they haven't done this before with other season finales or episodes. It always finishes off in a nice way, but this just went done.
Yeah, just done. Yeah.
And
yeah,
I was scratching my head a bit.
Yeah. But and you can see they tried to squeeze in as much as they could just at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
So they lost their mojo in this one and the last one. Yeah, I can see. I don't know.
Yeah, well, if you're enjoying doing something and it's not going to go ahead and it's out of your control and that's it, and you didn't get any time to prepare, I could see it myself.
It's your paycheck.
I'm not blaming them.
Too.
You know what I mean? I could just see them being dejected.
Yeah, and as well as their paycheck. They probably at the beginning of the season were told, we're not too sure this might be the last one.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10:30 at night over where you are.
Yep.
What is going on?
It's been one of those, like I said before we started the stream, it's been one of those days. And even out here, the fucking arseholes are. It's been a couple. It's because it's bright.
Hey,
it's warm and bright, so all the idiots come out to play.
Wow, that's the first time I've ever heard this going on in any.
Yeah, because normally it doesn't. This is I'm practically out in the sticks. I'm not even in the main town or anything. I'm like out in the edges.
Oh, the outskirts, yeah. Or the suburbs.
But, there's been a group lately, and they're it's not even road stuff. It's like trikes, like off-road trikes and stuff are something like that.
Oh my goodness!
Obviously, a bunch of teenagers have come of age and they're just being a nuisance in this.
Yes.
Oh God, I couldn't live in the town. I couldn't even live in the town proper. Never mind the city.
Oh yeah, no. Oh my God. Yeah.
Be much worse. I just want to be in the rainstorm, honestly. We're doing our heat wave, I think it's next week.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But then usually August time it starts to, cool down and get normal again.
Yeah.
So I think this month that's the end of the summer silliness, and then back to being a grumpy old man again.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone just gets their brain boiled and they act stupid.
Yeah. Brain boiled by the heat.
Yeah, it's not even the weekend yet. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
Oh dear. Oh well.
There you go. That was that. That was Wellington Paranormal. I definitely think season 4 has been my favorite season.
Yes.
My least favorite. I think they were still trying to find their way and it was very choppy.
Yeah.
But they got that sorted out by season 2 onwards. It's like the first season, they got all their mistakes and their bugs and that out of the way.
Yeah, we could see that definitely. Yeah.
But 3 and 4 definitely solid seasons.
Yep. Yeah. Which is a shame it didn't continue because it was going so well, you know. The storyline and the plots and the different episodes and all that sort of stuff. But at least they knew when to finish, you know. I mean, you know, it was because of funding and stuff, but at least they knew when to finish, unlike some other shows that drag on and on.
Walking Dead.
Shameless.
What did that go on for?
Haunted. Oh my God, The Walking Dead, like 10 years.
I watched one series. I watched the first season of The Walking Dead. I went, nah, this isn't for me. And I got tired of hearing about it. Never mind watching. You know what I mean? Even after I got tired of hearing about it. Like, would you just end already? And then they did a spin-off, didn't they?
Oh, they've done something.
Yeah, they did like a spin-off as well.
They've done a spin-off called something else as well. And then they had they had a series, and I don't know. I didn't even watch the first season. I watched the first episode, and I was just like, no, these aren't zombies I want to watch.
I was like, I'm going to struggle through.
Yeah.
And I was already done, but like, I got to the end, and
and then
even the first episode, didn't they start putting the soap opera stuff? And
that's what I mean. It was
he's cheating this one with that, and blah blah blah. And like,
it was like that. That's right. And then it was like, oh, we have to go from town to town to town, and I was like, oh God, really?
Yeah, we did like 50 seasons of that. That's what I mean. Stuff like that goes on forever. And you're like, nah. And I was just tired of hearing about it. It's like, we just end already.
Yeah, like Lost.
Like, I would have liked another season or two.
Yeah, me too.
And I would have liked them to have a wrap-up season.
Yeah, exactly.
To bring it to a proper close, not 2 episodes.
Yeah. Sucky how they do that, you know. People, I don't know.
But that's TV. That's why I'm not a fan, because that's
right.
The way the industry works.
Yep.
They'll continually pump shite out, and they'll not look after something. It's either super success or just pump out. But if something's like this and it's not fully based, you know, because this is horror comedy, it's a bit of a niche thing.
Yeah.
Some executive didn't get it, so they don't want to do it anymore.
No. They went on to something else, so maybe documentaries or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh well. We had fun with it.
I'm glad we got to deal with you and talk about it anyway, because it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, because I would never have watched it if we hadn't have been reviewing it, and I feel like I would have missed out on something quite good for Wellington. You know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I love the locality. Yep. I love the locality. The fact that it's not trying to be American. It's set in Wellington. It's using New Zealand locations and humor, and it manages to be its own thing, not just a carbon copy of what we do in the shadows. It has its own thing.
That's right. And we're going to remember, that's right. This was a spin-off.
Yes.
This was a spin-off. Yeah, Wellington, what we do in the shadows.
Shadows movie. It was a spin-off of the movie.
Spin-offs. Yeah, they did 2 spin-offs. They did What We Do in the Shadows series, and then they did Wellington Paranormal. So, wow.
Yeah, I just think this, maybe if more people knew about it and gave it a chance, and
but no, seriously, if they had have put it on earlier, people would have watched it. They fucked up. Sorry,
well,
for swearing, but they did. That's what TV does. Yeah. They put them on at the wrong time, and it's just like people get to miss out because they're going to be at work at 6 a.m. You know, you can't stay up at 11:30 watching it.
It's internal politics.
Yeah, it is.
Somebody gets to put in for the popular slots, blah blah blah.
Yes, that's right.
Maneuvers. It doesn't have to be good. It's just whoever it is gets in there. That's the way it is. So.
That's right.
No. Yep. The good thing about streaming and DVD box sets, etc., is that these things don't die.
No.
And the cream rises to the top. This will always be rewatchable. Where celebrities do a thing and bitch at each other. Season 10 doesn't, just dies.
Yeah. Oh well.
Talking about right, we are back to what we do in the shadows again. Then for next time.
Yay!
Yep.
Yes, we are.
And then what we're doing is now that this is finished, we're going to be throwing in the Wolf Creek series, TV series.
Yes.
So the streams that we normally do around the paranormal, we're throwing in Wolf Creek, and then that's what we're just going to keep doing it, throwing new stuff in.
Choice. I can't wait to watch those because I've never seen them.
No, never mind. The whole introduced to the Wolf Creek world, was only through this channel again. It's something I didn't even know about.
Wow, exactly.
Heard of, but never watched because I never.
Yeah.
It's never crossed my sights. That's what I love about doing this, is we get to see new stuff. It forces you to check things out.
Yes, it does. It does. It's great. Yeah, there's been some phenomenal reviews we've done together. Wow, there's been some really cool ones.
Some absolute stinkers as well, but they've been fun to review. That's the thing. It's fun sometimes just to rip something apart.
Yeah, which we did.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there you go. We will be back and
with Wellington Paranormal.
Paranormal.
Sorry, what? No,
sorry. What we did in
shadows?
That's nice. Yep.
Nasha, Laszlo, and
Nandor,
what's going to happen with Gizmo? Yeah.
Yep, it's all to play for.
Yes. Cool.
So there you go, folks. Until next time, keep updated with the channel, do type of things, and remember to keep it creepy, keep it horrific.